I love Star Wars so much, but man, they're coming out with so much stuff.
They really
and
are. What was your opinion on Boba Fett?
What do you Mandalorian season part 2.5? That's literally what it was. It was
true.
3 episodes without Boba Fett, or 2 or whatever it was. I was just like,
I did not like what they did with Boba Fett.
No, that wasn't good. And I haven't watched Andor all the way through, and my brother loves it.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, no, I only watched like the first 3 episodes, and it was awesome.
I also have only seen
I don't know why I can't get moving on it. Like
There's
some
so
like
many.
Sopranos, I was rapid firing.
Yeah.
And then super entertaining. Like it's entertaining.
Yeah.
But I don't know. When I picture Star Wars, it's always lightsabers and
Yeah.
It's not very action heavy
Yeah.
in Andor. It's a lot of like politics and conversations.
Which I think for me is pretty cool, but like you guys are right. Like Kenobi for me, that was like bread and butter. Like seeing that final fight, and I know some people didn't like Kenobi or whatever. That might be you guys, and that's fine.
oh yeah.
But
I know Connor called me and you were on the phone with me for like 30 minutes describing the fight scene after you saw it. And I remember being like, I don't know if I felt that way. And I was like, you had something about Kenobi just clicked with you.
dude, it did, because I didn't want to just. Have you guys seen Star Wars Rebels?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you know the scene where Kenobi destroys Maul?
Yeah.
And it's literally with like 2 slices. And he's done. For me, it was like, I didn't want to see that Kenobi yet. I wanted to just see him get to that point, and that's what we got.
Yeah.
It didn't just jump right into him being Jedi Master. He was broken. He had nothing except for to protect Luke. That was it. And I like just seeing him go through that, and just like him just absolutely destroying Vader in the second half of that fight. For me, that was just like,
I have a question though.
let's go.
Did you feel like Obi-Wan isn't known for being that strong with the Force? And in that fight, he used the Force a lot.
He was doing a lot of stuff.
And he's more of
This is getting into the nerd
Yeah.
side of Star Wars more than the, I guess, story you could call it.
Well,
actually, Obi-Wan didn't actually use a lot
the
of
Force is a little bit too powerful in this scene.
let me walk you guys through something.
Okay.
In Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan and Anakin are hand to hand in that really weird scene where they're just like trying to force push each other.
yeah.
But think about it. Anakin's got more metachlorians than like anybody.
Well,
Connor, this is why I love you.
Wait,
Yeah,
one second.
him and
For
Yoda
everyone,
have the 2 most metachlorians of all time.
Midichlorians are what
And
makes a Jedi a
Obi-Wan,
Jedi.
yeah, and Obi-Wan and him were in a stalemate with the Force, so
yeah,
he had to be
true.
pretty powerful.
that's
But
true. Fair.
that's not. Is Anakin the height of Darth Vader?
What do you mean? Like,
Because that's Anakin.
Like, do you think I think what
That's-
Sam's asking is, did Anakin get stronger when he became Darth Vader?
because it's known
Well,
that the dark side.
I mean, he
of the
lost-
well,
Force-
I mean, if he destroyed that many Jedi in the Jedi Temple a few scenes before that, he had to have been pretty powerful, I
Yeah.
guess. But
he had the help of the clones, but I guess
yeah,
I guess they were still clones at that point.
I watched the last arc of Clone Wars the other day. So good.
It's
The one with Maul.
There's
yeah.
a cut of like the final season of
with Revenge of the Sith.
Oh my gosh, you might need that.
It's like
Really?
I might have it. It's like a Google Drive.
Yeah, we have the Google
download.
Drive.
And it's 4 hours, and it's the last part of Clone Wars. You know when they're cutting to like scenes in Revenge of the Sith,
Yeah.
and it's cut in perfectly, so it flows right in.
Seriously.
And your brain's just like, oh
It's
my god.
so
I might need to
cool.
check that out.
I get when
It's
I
really
watch
cool.
when I watch Revenge of the Sith, the entire time I'm like, no, Anakin, please don't.
Me too.
Yeah.
Please don't. Please don't.
cool.
Which means
Yeah.
maybe that's just a
Dude.
childhood nostalgia.
Yeah.
Are you nostalgized? I don't feel like you're a huge nostalgic. I mean, in music, you kind of mentioned like you grew up with it, but music's different then. Because you,
Oh, with movies, I'm very nostalgic too.
is there,
Revenge of
Clearly,
the
the
Sith.
Dark Knight nostalgic.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a nostalgia.
I've been
but
watching Dark Knights for a long time
when
too.
Dark Knight was at 2009?
9 or 8.
9 sounds right.
Yeah. But
So 6. So
I didn't like see it when it came
Yeah,
out or
I mean-
anything, but by the time
you could.
I remember I don't know, I was young when I first saw it. Because I remember seeing like Dark Knight Rises, and already have seen Batman Begins and Dark Knight plenty of times, and like knowing what was going on.
Would you ever reenact when Sam and I were younger? We'd reenact like stuff when we were younger.
Oh, yeah.
Would
Oh,
you do that with like?
yeah.
Because I know you have quite amount of like these. Your neighborhood was like this like group, and now we're kind of slowly easing into. Would you guys ever act out big? You guys would do. You know what? This is you. This is you.
Yeah,
This is you.
dude. Literally, we all loved Star Wars. Well, I shouldn't say all of us. That was mainly a me, Joseph, and Jerron thing. I know like all the other dudes loved it too. Like you remember Patrick and Reed, who like used to live in our neighborhood. So those two loved it too. But like my other two neighbors, Taylor and Evan, weren't so much into it. What we did a lot was airsoft, and we'd reenact
gosh.
missions from Modern Warfare 2.
That's awesome.
Like like the snow mission where it's Soap and Commander Price. And
I'm lost.
We never played Call.
Yeah.
We didn't get into
Oh,
Call of
really?
Duty till high school.
okay.
Yeah.
So
And even then, we like barely got
Where we
it.
were
Yeah.
big Nintendo all the
dude.
way.
So there was this mission. It was so cool. It was like in Russia or something. It was just completely like snowed out, and you're just sneaking through the woods with like snowy ghillie suits on. Dude, so cool. So we would reenact that a lot and go play airsoft wars like down in our ravines right behind our.
Oh yeah, because
That's
there's a
Dude,
huge.
it was so cool. It was
I-
so much fun.
Is it true you guys used to fight each other?
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, what do you mean
Every
fight?
day,
Like,
every
brawl?
day, yes.
Over
For fun?
what?
Or-
Yes. Well,
Why?
no, not for fun. Actually,
Fight club.
we'd get really upset with each other. I mean,
Was it like, you stole my Matchbox car, now you die? Or like, what was it?
no, I mean, dude, it was all over the map. I mean, there'd be times where, somebody would step on each other's foot playing basketball or something. Bro, that's just,
Like
Yeah.
4-on-4 going at.
Oh my God.
Or
Would be-
was it like 1-on-1? Like everyone's gathered around, like fight.
dude, yeah, no, pretty much like that. And then like, literally, dude, we'd get so upset, and it'd always end with like, like, oh, F you or whatever, blah, 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 like, all that, walking away from each other. And then, and then I'd go home. I'd like rant to my parents. I'd be like, I'm done with them. I don't want to hang out with them anymore. And it would be the next morning around like 9 a.m. I'd just be like, all right, I'm going to hang out with the guys again. I was like,